grade students, and welcome back with another lesson with Mr. Slappy. We've been working on conversions, whether that's converting customary units of measurements or metric units of measurements. We've been working on multiplying, dividing, adding, and subtracting decimals for the past month or so. Well, now we get to go all the way back to multiplying multi-digit whole numbers using the standard algorithm. That is 5.nbt.2.5. Not only is it multiplying multi-digit whole numbers, but it's fluently multiplying multi-digit whole numbers. And what that means is, by now you should have a strategy that you're really comfortable with solving any type of multiplication problems. You should be able to take a number such as 323 and understand that you are actually multiplying by the value of each of these digits. For instance, this 3 is in the ones place, so that means that there are 3 ones. This 2 is in the tens place, so that means that the value of this 2 is actually 20. And this 3 is in the hundreds place, which gives it a value of 300. So if I were to add up all my values, I would get the number 323. So if we're going to multiply this fluently, me understanding this, by let's say 34. I know that I'm going to multiply my ones place first. I'm going to circle it. I'm going to multiply the 4 that's in my ones place by every value digit, which means I'm going to multiply 3 times 4, which is going to give me 12. Drop the 2, regroup my 1. Multiply 2 times 4, which is 8, which gives me 9. 3 times 4 gives me 12. Now in a moment, I'm going to show you another strategy that quite a few of you still use, which is actually an array or an area model, depending on who you're talking to. Here, now we're moving on to our tens place because we multiplied our ones place. This 3 and 34 is in our tens place. Because this is in our tens place, we need to start off multiplying our tens by our ones. That is why we drop a 0. The 0 is actually just really, it's a placeholder because we're not multiplying in the ones place, we're multiplying in the tens place. So I can go ahead and multiply now that I've dropped my 0. 3 times this 3 gives me 9. 2 times 3 gives me 6. And 3 times 3 gives me 9. Now I'm going to add. Now one thing that I want to go back, if you notice what I did, I lined up all of my digits perfectly because if I didn't do that, I would actually get lost. So now I'm going to add 2 plus 0 equals 2. 9 plus 9 equals 18. Draw my 8, regroup the 1. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. And 1 plus 9 is 10. Don't forget, we need to add our comma. 10,982. Now, let's take the same multiplication problem and multiply this by place value using an array. All right, so now I'm going to decompose this, or I'm going to break this apart by its place value. Starting with my hundreds place. This 3 is in my hundreds place, so it has a value of 300. This 2 is in my tens place, so therefore it gives me a value of 20. This 3 is in the ones place, so therefore it gives me a value of 3. Now, since we're multiplying this by its place value, I need to do the same for the 34. So the value of this 3 is 30. The value of this 4 is just 4. Now, I multiply, and what I like to do is I like to write out what I'm multiplying so that I don't miss anything. So I know that I'm going to multiply this 30 times this 300. I'm going to multiply this 30 times this 20. And then I'm going to multiply this 30 times this 3. Same thing. I'm going to multiply this 4 times this 300. I'm going to multiply this 4 times this 20. And I'm going to multiply 4 times this 3. Now, why this is so appealing to a lot of students is because, well, we're multiplying using our basic facts, such as this 3 times this 3 equals 9, and I just simply drop all the zeros or add all the zeros to my 9. So I have 1, 2, 3 9s. So 300 times 30 equals 9,000. The same thing, I'm going to multiply this 3 times this 2 using my basic multiplication fact, which gives me 6. And I'm just simply adding on 2 zeros, 1, 2. 3 times this 3 is 9, and I have 1 0. 3 times this 4 is 12. I have 2 zeros that I'm just adding on. 4 times this 2 is 8, and I'm just adding on 1 0. And then simply 4 times 3 is 12. Now, all of these are what we call partial answers to our multiplication. So if I added 9,000 plus 600 plus 90 plus 600 plus 90. And then I added 1,200, this whole row, plus 80, plus 12, gives me 1,292. All right, so let's look at our partial products. 1,292, that matches this partial product. This is a partial product. 9,690, which is a partial product, that matches with this partial product. And if I were to add 9,690 plus 1,292, I will get the answer, or the product of 10,982. Again, that would get me a product of 10,982. Now, I solved it two different ways. One, the first way, I used standard algorithm. The second strategy that I use, again, that's appealing to a lot of students, is using an array or an area model to actually solve this problem. So when we use this strategy, we just simply multiply this by the place value of the actual digits. All right, so what I would like for you to do, I'm going to give you a problem to work on, and then you can share this answer with your teacher, and let your teacher know that I watched Mr. Slappy on WLX TV, and he told me to share this answer. This was the this was the problem, and he said, share this with my teacher. All right, so I want you to solve 4,348 multiplied by 37. So I also want you to show your teacher standard algorithm, and I want you to show your teacher the area model way. Give you a hint. So I have 4 different place values, so that means I need 4 different boxes. All right, until next time, I will see you guys on Thursday.